Hi everyone, my name is Cruz. I am a senior at Penn State studying advertising and art history, and I am one of the Google Allo ambassadors here on campus. I'd like to share with you how I've been engaging with students, spreading awareness, and driving downloads of the app here at Penn State. So I'll talk a little bit about my unique approach, how I find my target audience, and then the strategy of how I get them to actually download the app. As a Google ambassador, it could be kind of difficult and intimidating to get that amount of downloads that we have to get by the end of the 10 weeks. But ultimately that is our job, is to get that many downloads. So it's very important to engage in conversation and watch the people that you talk to actually download the app in front of you. One of the great tools that has helped me when I would approach students is having my URL printed out on an index card. So on this index card, what I wrote was what Google Allo is. It's a smart group chat by Google. It has my unique URL in bold, so if I put this in front of a table of a group of students, they'd be able to see it and they'd be able to write it down or type it into their phone. And I also wrote my numbers so they can message me on Google Allo if they have any other questions. So I highly recommend using this and printing extra ones of these out to give out to people if they're in a rush or a hurry, and you can leave them on other tables so it could reach more people. I also learned that sometimes it's hard to find people on the streets and stop them if they're on their way to the gym or to class and kind of get them to engage in conversation with you, because they're just more prone to ignoring you or be like, sorry, I'm busy, I have to get somewhere else. It's definitely easier if you go to the places where people will be, such as the library, in classrooms. If you see people out on the lawn with their friends playing, like place where people are eating or studying with their friends. Like for us, we have this place called the Hub. You can engage in more people in group settings, and it's less aggressive to approach someone if they're with their friends in a group than it is to go up to them on the streets. With groups, it's also really great because if one person out of, let's say, 4 is willing to listen to you, the other 3 would be like, all right, I guess I'll listen and hear what this app is about. So definitely try that approach. But I think one of the important ways and easiest ways to get students to download this app is by giving them an incentive. So these restaurant cards have actually really been helping me, especially when I approach students between my classes. So what I would do is I would introduce myself. I'd say, hi guys, my name is Erica. I'm a Google ambassador here at Penn State for their new app called Google Allo. Are you interested in a free slice of pizza? All you have to do is download this app. And I want to say 80% of the time students would be like, oh yeah, I'm down for a free slice of pizza. Where do I sign up, basically? And for the other 20% of the time, for those who aren't very interested, if they're really busy with their work, you could always be like, all right, no problem. If you're interested in the future, my name is Erica. The app is called Google Allo. It's a new group messaging app that has a really cool feature called Google Assistant, which is basically like texting Siri. You could take a picture of this and try it out later on. Or if you have extra of these cards that you printed out, which I always have in the back of my pocket, I'd always give it to them and be like, check it out later on, use this URL, type it into your Safari. So that way you're leaving something with them. If they're interested later on, they have more time to look into it. So once you get that group who is willing to download the app in exchange for a free slice of pizza, what I do next is I just show them the card and say, okay guys, all you have to do is write this into Safari or Google Chrome on your phone and it'll take you to the App Store. I also add the fact that it helps me with my downloads, which sometimes, more often, they're like, oh, if this is gonna help you, I'll definitely download it. So while they're downloading the app, I ask them first, I say, do any of you guys know what Google Allo is? And most of the time they're gonna be like, no, I've never heard of it, and that's fine. So what I usually do is while they're downloading the app, I open it up and I say, this is what the app looks like. What Google Allo is another group messaging app similar to GroupMe, Facebook Messenger, and iMessaging. And I show them the platform. I explain to them how it's very easy, user-friendly, 2 buttons over here with the settings of your profile, and then the button down here where you can start your group chats. I tell them that Google Allo is different than these other messaging apps because you have the option to start an incognito chat, which allows you to put a duration on the messages and make it go away. Like let's say you're doing a surprise party, you don't want your like roommate to know. That's a really cool option to use. And then I say the coolest feature that it has is this thing called Google Assistant. And what Google Assistant is, it's kind of like having a Siri or Alexa, but you're texting it instead. I explain to them how you can have subscriptions, you can text it for reminders, such as if you forget to call your mom every day, just say, hey Google, can you remind me at 4 every day to call mom? Which is something that I have on my phone. Another feature is that if you have homework, you can ask Google for help.
Man, what's the square root of 225?
Yeah, I'll use Google Assistant. Let's see here. 225. Let's see. 15!
Or if you're making food with your roommates and you need help with a recipe.
What do you guys want for dinner tonight? I don't know, what do we have? Pasta, some chicken, sauce? We can make chicken parm, but what's the recipe for that? I don't know, let me ask Google Assist?
Based on the group that I'm talking to, let's say it's a group who are just friends and they are talking about a sport or something, I could tell them how they can use Google inside their group chat by tagging at Google, writing the question down and getting that answer available right there in their group chat.
Man, Anthony Davis is a beast.
What year was he drafted anyway?
Oh, 2012, 100%.
No way, bro. 2011.
All right, let's just ask Google.
Yeah, throw that in the group chat.
See, dude, 2012. Must be right. Google says so, honestly.
So by now, hopefully students have downloaded the app, and I always ask them, do you guys have any questions? And more often than not, they're like, no, I'm good. So I just explain to them the other additional features, such as being able to make text bigger and stand out within a group message, as well as having that option to create your own emojis and different stickers and GIFs that you can add into the conversation to just make it more exciting and a different way of connecting with your friends on a group messaging app like Google Allo. Another thing I do is remind students how often we use Google every single day. Whether that means searching something on Google, using Gmail and Google Calendar to organize our lives, or Google Drive, which holds all of our information and docs that we share between our friends and classmates for projects. Adding Google Allo will just have that conversation flow between all the different products that we're so used to, and it would add value to the students' lives and just benefit them altogether. So that is basically the strategy of how I've been getting people to talk about Google Allo here on campus. Just showing them what they can benefit from it and how they can use it with their friends is what's really important, and I think is one of the main reasons why people are actually downloading this app. Thank you.